Hi, I am Harsh Joshi, roll number 52. The project definition for my project is Customer-Centric Online Store. Essentially, it is a one-step solution that would facilitate customers with a single gateway for all their needs. And to implement this, I have used Django framework, which follows MVT architecture, that is model view template. As you can see, these are the templates, and there are files such as urls.py, models.py, and views.py, etc. The views.py file contains all the logic behind this project, all the functions, how it would handle requests, and all of those. And the templates are basically the HTML, the front end basically. Okay, so and for database, I have used PostgreSQL, and to manage the database, I have used pgadmin. These are the tables related to this product category, product details, all those stuff. So, for example, these are the product categories as of now. They can be edited from the backend using this UI. Right, so I'll go ahead and run the project. Right, so this is for the customers and sellers to log in the system, and this is the sign up page. I've already logged in a few users so that I can log in. So first of all, I'll log in as a user. This is the home page, and these are all the different categories: kitchen essentials, beauty products, books, electronics, home decor, etc. And for the functional requirements, I have implemented all of the functional requirements that I mentioned in the SRS. So starting with manage user, I already demonstrated login registration part. Now for cart management, so I'll go ahead and put a few things into the cart for purchase. So from this menu, as you can see, there are multiple images here which changes on hover, and it has a product price, description, and at the back end I've stored all those details which only the admin is supposed to see, such as the quantity of stock left, manufacturing date. So every time a customer buys a product, this quantity would change here. For example, I started with 100 of these item, and now there are 91 and 93 left. So that would also help the seller to keep an account of his sales. So now let's add a few items to cart. I had already added a bunch of items to the cart earlier, so strawberry and orange were already in the cart. And now for the cart management, as you can see, I added items to cart, and suppose I want to decrease the quantity, so I can change that here, and I'm supposed to press update cart. As you can see, the subtotal here is 420 for now, and when I update, it changes accordingly. Right, and from the use case, diagram, we can see that when the customer checks out, it includes email confirmation. So let's go back and check out. I've disabled all the checks so that I can quickly fill this form. And you can even leave a comment for your order. All of this gets stored in these tables. Right, so when I press on checkout, while logging in, the customer had provided his credentials, which included his email ID. So it would say here that order placed, thanks for shopping, and with that it would also send an email confirmation that would include bill summary. So I've used another Google account, and I named it as Harsh as sender. So basically it would give order confirmations like this: order confirmation is the subject, thank you for shopping with us, we hope your experience was awesome, and all that stuff. The code behind that part is here. This is basically a template for that mail service, and it would include all this stuff about the total bill, the subject, and as the seller needs, he can update this template and make it more interactive. Now for the next functionality of customer, he should be able to search for product, for a specific product in the catalog. So under stationery products, I've added pen as a product. So if I press on search and give in keyword pen, then the user would be displayed the details of pen. It would display the cost, brief description, and and its images and the product name. So this is search functionality, and regardless of where the item is, it would always work. For example, I do not need to be in stationery product category to be able to search for a pen. So this is search functionality, and regardless of where the item is, it would always work. For example, I do not need to be in stationery product category to be able to search for a pen. Customer would also be able to give feedback for his orders from here, and this would get stored in the table here. So he's supposed to provide a few basic details and comments if he wants to, and when he says post, all of this would get stored in the database, so the seller would be able to find it there. Right. Yeah, so the customer has all these functionalities: login, register, checkout, and all the CRUD operations of cart, search. And one more thing that the customer would be able to do is to subscribe for specific product updations. One more thing, one more thing that the customer would be able to do is to go down the home page and provide his details here, which says subscribe for discount, and he can enter his email ID here. On doing so, he would be able to communicate with the seller, and the seller can give him customized promo codes. So he provides his email ID here and presses on subscribe. What this would do is it would send an email to this email ID from that same from the seller's account, which is presently Harsh as sender. So it would say subscription successful. The subscription comes with some added benefits such as exclusive deals and all those. So this can be customized by the seller based on what he wants to do with his subscribers. So that's, and according to the use case, there's checkout and there's subscribe, both of which include email confirmation. Right. And on checkout, as we saw, there was a text box on the right in which he could apply a promo code which he received after subscription. So checkout extends applying promo code as well. Now for the next set of functional requirements, we need to log in as a seller. So we'll log out from this account and we'll log in as a seller. So the home page for the seller is similar. He too would be able to search for products and all those stuff, and there's a navigation at the bottom here as well. Right. And Additional things that you would be able to do and which are exclusive to the seller are these two things: add product category and add product. So let us first add a category of product. So for that we need to click here, give a category. Let's go ahead and add a product category. I need to give a category name and choose an image. And click on add category. So what this would do is add a product category to the home page. As you can see here, demo. And presently there are no products in this category, so let's add a product to this product category. We need to give the product a name, so let's say demo. Decide its select its product category, and as you can see, the product category called demo appears dynamically in this list. So let us select that product image, a brief description of the product, price of the product, its expiry date, manufacturing date, and quantity of stock available. So when we do this, it gets added to the database here. So this would add the product to the category that we selected. In this case it's this category, so it can be seen in the database as well. In product details we have an additional entry called demo, and its details are as follows, just as we entered. So clicking on this, it would show you the product. So that concludes it, all the functional requirements that I've mentioned for the seller and the customer, including cart management, user management, product management, search functionality for both of them, and also the feedback mechanism and the communication via email, using which promo codes and all those can be communicated. So these are all the functional requirements.